Bukan selaban. Bukan. Bukan apa? Sudah semua ini. Ayo. Ayo. Bagus. Au. Bukan selaban. Bukan. Bukan apa? Sudah semua ini. Ayo. Ayo. Bagus.
In a nation trembling under the weight of corruption and silence, one man has dared to speak the truth. Lieutenant General Mthethwa, the KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Police Commissioner, has stood before the Madlenga Commission and revealed a truth so raw, so unsettling, that it has shaken the very foundations of South Africa's criminal justice system. And now, his courage has been echoed in the halls of power, as Emma Moore MPL, speaking on behalf of John Mude MPL, delivered a passionate and emotional address in the Gauteng Provincial Legislature, praising the general for doing what few public servants have ever dared to do: speak truth to power. This is not just another political speech. This is a moment of reckoning, a cry for accountability, integrity, and moral leadership in a nation weary of corruption and political deceit. Emma Moore's voice, calm but unyielding, resonated through the chamber as she commended Lieutenant General Mthethwa's unwavering courage and honesty. Her words carried more than praise. They carried a warning, a challenge, and a call to action. To understand the gravity of this moment, one must look back at what brought South Africa here. For years, allegations of corruption, political interference, and criminal syndicates operating within the police and justice system have simmered beneath the surface. The Madlenga Commission of Inquiry was established to uncover these dark truths, to expose the hidden hands manipulating justice, to bring into the light those who have used power not to protect, but to profit. It was before this very commission that General Mthethwa laid bare a reality so grim that it sent shockwaves through the nation. He spoke of a real risk of total collapse within the justice system, a warning that South Africa could reach a point where crime flourishes unchecked, where honest officers are silenced, and where the line between protector and perpetrator vanishes completely. His testimony wasn't just about statistics or bureaucracy. It was about a moral rot, the deep infections spreading through the system meant to protect the people. It was about political pressure, threats, and a dangerous alliance between those in power and those committing the crimes. Mthethwa's courage tore open a wound the government has long tried to cover. When Emma Moore stood before the legislature, her tone carried both sorrow and defiance. "This," she said, "is the kind of leadership South Africa needs, the leadership that puts country before party, truth before comfort, and justice before self-preservation." Her words cut through the noise of politics like a blade through silence. In that moment, she reminded every lawmaker, every citizen, that integrity is not a choice, it is a duty. John Mude, through her, sent a message not just to the Gauteng legislature but to the entire nation. Leadership is not about loyalty to party, it's about loyalty to the people. Emma Moore challenged every official in the room to look inward, to question whether they were protecting the institutions of democracy or slowly becoming complicit in their erosion. Could you see this coming? Could anyone have predicted that one man's courage would ripple so powerfully through the corridors of power? In a country where silence is rewarded and truth is punished, General Mthethwa's decision to speak out feels almost revolutionary. His bravery has reignited a conversation that many South Africans have been too afraid to have, about how deep the corruption goes, about how the justice system has been compromised, and about how the nation's trust has been broken. Across social media, people are calling him a hero, a man willing to risk everything for the truth. Others, however, warn that his outspokenness could make him a target, that exposing such powerful forces comes with dangerous consequences. What would you do if this happened in your community? Would you speak up knowing it could cost you your job, your safety, or even your life? These are not just political questions, they are moral ones. Because South Africa's future will depend not on those who sit in silence, but on those who stand up, even when their voice shakes. Emma Moore's address was more than a tribute, it was a call to conscience. South Africans are watching, she warned. They are demanding accountability, transparency, and courage. And she's right. The people are tired of scandals without justice, inquiries without action, and leaders who speak of reform while benefiting from decay. In every province, from KwaZulu-Natal to Gauteng, ordinary citizens are losing faith in the system. Police corruption, political interference, and the capture of justice by those meant to serve it, these are not distant problems. They affect every South African who locks their door at night, every family that fears crime, every young person who wonders if integrity still matters in leadership. Emma Moore's emotional delivery struck a chord. She reminded lawmakers that integrity cannot be legislated, it must be lived. We must rise to meet that demand, she declared, her voice echoing through the chamber. And in that moment, her words transcended politics. They became a mirror for a nation in search of moral direction. Lieutenant General Mthethwa Nkwanatse's actions have become a symbol, a rare beacon of light in a landscape darkened by betrayal and greed. He didn't just expose corruption, he reignited hope that truth still has a place in South Africa's public life. His courage reminds us that the battle for justice is not fought in speeches, but in choices. The choice to stand up when it would be easier to sit down, to speak out when silence feels safer. The Madlenga Commission's proceedings have exposed more than individual wrongdoing. They've revealed a system teetering on the edge of collapse. Emma Moore and John Moody's unwavering support from Nkwanatse has drawn admiration across the political spectrum. Even those outside Action SA have quietly acknowledged that this was not a partisan statement, it was a moral one. It was about reclaiming the soul of a justice system that has long been forgotten by those who swore to protect it. For decades, South Africans have watched commissions of inquiry come and go. They've seen leaders promise reform only to retreat into silence once the headlines fade. But this time feels different. This time, the truth is too loud to ignore, too painful to bury. Nkwanatse's words have forced the nation to confront the uncomfortable truth that the system meant to enforce the law has itself become lawless. And now, the question remains, will this moment lead to real change, or will it be swallowed by the same apathy that has killed reform before? The answer depends on whether South Africans, leaders and citizens alike, are willing to confront the rot head-on. Do you think justice will truly be served this time? Or will brave voices like Nkwanatse's once again be silenced by politics and power? The answer to those questions may define the next chapter of South Africa's democracy. Because a system that punishes honesty and rewards corruption cannot stand forever. The cracks are showing, and it is only a matter of time before the entire structure either collapses or is rebuilt from the ground up. If you believe in truth, justice, and accountability, don't stay silent. Like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real stories that matter. Because South Africa's story is still being written, and your voice could be the one that keeps hope alive.